The ref struck again, robbing the Kansas City Chiefs of a touchdown that should have lit up Arrowhead Stadium like a damn fireworks show. Travis Kelce, streaking into the end zone on a direct snap that had the crowd roaring, gets his score yanked away on a phantom face mask call on Jawan Taylor. Watch the replay, slow it down if you have to, and tell me where the hell the defender even grazes the face mask. It's a glancing grab on the side of the helmet, barely enough to ruffle Kelce's hair. But no, the Zebras swarm in like they've got a personal vendetta. Andy Reid could have burned a challenge flag on this garbage, but the booth stays silent, leaving the Chiefs to stew in their own fury. John Gruden, wait no, that's old news. Hell, even the broadcast crew, Joe Buck and Troy Aikman, were apoplectic, their voices cracking over the airwaves like they just watched a mugging in broad daylight. That's not a penalty, Buck bellowed, while Aikman slammed his headset down, muttering about inconsistent officiating ruining the product. And the fans? They're pelting the field with boos that echo like thunder, demanding heads on pikes. Too bad for Kansas City, because that negated score drops like a gut punch early in the first quarter, handing the Indianapolis Colts a cheap 7-0 lead they don't deserve. The ref's whistle blows the momentum straight to hell, and suddenly the Chiefs are chasing shadows in their own house. Harrison Butker claws back a sliver of hope with a laser-guided field goal, trimming it to 3-7, but it feels like lipstick on a pig. Patrick Mahomes, the wizard under center, floats an interception on the 5-yard line that's pure heartbreak. A pick-six waiting to happen if the Colts had half a brain. Instead, it's just another momentum killer, gifting Indy the keys to the kingdom while the Chiefs' defense scrambles like Keystone Cops. This isn't football. It's a referee's wet dream, with the men in stripes calling the shots and turning a potential barn burner into a bureaucratic nightmare. But let's cut the crap. This game isn't just about one bogus call. It's do or die for Travis Kelce, the grizzled warrior who's carried this franchise on his back for a decade. He rolls up to Arrowhead in head-to-toe black, looking like a man ready to bury his doubters or his career, whichever comes first. The Chiefs, 5-5 and teetering on the AFC playoff bubble, need this one like oxygen. NFL math nerds peg their postseason odds at a shaky 47%, but a loss to these Colts hacks? That plummets to 29%, faster than a Taylor Swift breakup tweet. Kelce, fresh off addressing his retirement like it's a ticking bomb, isn't mincing words. This could be it, he said Friday. Eyes steel hard, but I'm not waving the white flag yet. 14 seasons? Hell, if the fire's still burning, I'll lace him up for 2026. He's dangling that carrot for the Chiefs, vowing to decide by March, before free agency turns the roster into a circus. I owe it to these guys, to the city, to go out swinging, Kelce growled. Whether they want me back or I'm riding into the sunset, it ends on my terms. And swing he does. At 36, Kelce's defying father time with the fury of a man scorned. He shattered Kansas City's all-time tight in touchdown mark last week. And right now, he's the Chiefs' offensive heartbeat. 50 catches, 631 yards, 4 scores. Numbers that scream MVP in a league full of pretenders. Only Trey McBride's outpacing him among tight ends, and that's a razor-thin margin. Kelce's closing fast. Andy Reid, the old fox who schemed 3 Super Bowls around this tight end tornado, can't hide his awe. Travis? He's a freak, Reid barked pregame, pounding the podium like a preacher. Worked his ass off in the offseason, extra reps, extra ice baths, whatever it takes to stay elite at this age. It's paying dividends big time. The kid's still got that dog in him. Yet here we are, watching Indy's defense swarm like locusts, feeding off ref fuel chaos. Mahomes slings lasers, but drops and flags keep biting. Kelce hauls in a contested grab over the middle, dragging tacklers for 20 yards, only for the drive to fizzle on a holding call that's as soft as cafeteria pudding. The Colts, smug in their 10-3 lead by halftime, counter with Jonathan Taylor bulldozing for chunks, Anthony Richardson threading needles that shouldn't connect. It's infuriating. Kansas City's the better team, the hungrier squad, but the stripes are tilting the scales. Kelce, jaw clenched on the sideline, isn't yelling, he's plotting. One deep post, one seam route, and he'll make these refs eat their whistles. This isn't just a game, it's Kelce's referendum. Win, and the playoffs shimmer like a championship ring. Lose, and the whispers grow louder. Retirement tour, farewell lap, end of an era. But Travis Kelce doesn't fade quietly. He's the guy who spiked the Lombardi Trophy, dated a pop icon, and turned tight end into a cultural juggernaut. Taylor Swift? She's MIA today, but her shadow looms. Those August engagement headlines still buzzing like hornets. No matter. Kelce's locked in, black attire, screaming defiance. As the third quarter ticks away, he muscles a red zone score that stands. No flags this time, and Arrowhead erupts. Butker's extra point ties it at 10, and suddenly the air crackles. Mahomes to Kelce, over the middle, boom, another grab, another first down. The refs can't stop this freight train forever. By the final gun, it's Chiefs 27, Colts 20, a gritty, ugly win that tastes like victory bourbon. Kelce finishes with 112 yards and 2 scores, the last a dagger in overtime that seals it. Post-game, he's all fire. Refs can kiss my ass. We fought through the BS because that's who we are. Reed grins, clapping his star on the back. Told you, he's got the juice. Odds jump to 68% for the playoffs, and Kelce? He's pondering that 14th year with a smirk. The league's on notice. Travis Kelce isn't done. Not by a long shot. This is his house, his rules, and hell's coming for anyone who forgets it. Word count, 612.